Behold the gentle egghead, as he laments on how boring his life is. But you, the reader, know this is a put-on, that things are about to change. Hail, indie fans! How's it going? I'm Eric Wag, and I'm going to be talking about Shagduk by J.B. Jackson today. So this is a strange little book, and right on the cover, as you can see, it mentions Fernwood Tonight, which I had to look up, and it's just one of those weird kind of interview programs. It's very awkward. That's the comedy. Like I said, I haven't seen it, but it does have a feel to it that's something like Between Two Ferns. Have you seen that? I've seen that. It's a lot of fun. I'm just going to talk about the difficulties I had with this first. I think they're fairly small, and they're really, it's really in the choice of genre. It's not the kind of thing I normally pick up, but that's a good thing. As I've looked at indies and Iron Age authors, I've been brought into contact with things that aren't what I would normally read, and I often get pleasantly surprised. I did have a bit of difficulty with the journal format. I don't usually read that sort of style, but he makes it work. So that's not really a negative. Just be prepared for a journal format, and I don't think there'll be any shock there. There is a slow pace to the book. I do think the first 50 pages or so are maybe a little too slow. But otherwise, slow pacing is not overall a negative. That's just a style, and it really works for character development, which I'll speak about later. Again, I usually read a lot of very fast-paced books, so this I had to change gears for a bit, but it was worth it. The ending, to me, it felt a little bit incomplete, although I can definitely see where Jackson is going with this. I thought it would maybe make a better ending for a short story, but as you can see from the bottom here, it is De Re Dortica, Book 1. So clearly it's setting up a Book 2, and I am interested in reading Book 2, and that's, I guess, the real test here. So I'll go into the positives. I really like the 1970s nostalgia and lore. I think he did it better than I did in my books, my Sword and 70 series. That Axe Anciently was mine, and Fangs of the Moon Opal. Those are maybe just a little too high-paced and too short to really get to those things. But J.B. Jackson is inspiring me to try and inject some more of that flavor, because it's really great. And he does follow, the writing does follow the sensibilities of the times, and that's a welcome change from recent media, which sort of brings everything, grinds everything into a gray goo under a globalist, postmodern, moralistic lens. And he does not do that in this book. So it's got a great atmospheric feel to it. It has excellent character development. I don't want to ruin the story by going through it. So I'll just say that it's about an academically capable but not terribly wise MC by the name of Stephen, who's just cool enough to be the bassist in a local band, not cool enough to get laid. I feel the writer has personal knowledge of the behind the scenes of both libraries, because the MC is a librarian, and the local band scene. You get a lot of the amusing sort of office-like drama, I guess, and comedy that you get from people in libraries, and a lot of the weirdness of the local band scene. It's just there's an awkward intellectualism and weirdness that seems to just grow up around the main character. It's really hard to characterize this book overall as cosmic horror. That's what I thought it would be originally. It's not quite that. It's not action adventure, and I don't think calling it urban fantasy quite does it justice either. So it's its own thing. A lot of indies just don't want to fall into a clear category, and I think, fine. Excuse me. I do want to see some loose ends tied up. But as I said, the end of this book sets up a hook for book 2. And I'd really like to see where JB goes with this. It's really weird and really fun. Sort of a mystery not quite solved. Yeah. As a mystery and a character study of a soul exploring increasingly weird horizons, it's a great journey to take. And yeah, book 2 is going to be fun. Yeah, I'll just say that this is a 4-star, I think, for me personally, or those looking for a horror or an adventure. But as I said, I came to that thinking this was going to be more of a cosmic horror. For those that are looking for a slow boil character development and magical mystery, it's a 5 stars because he's done a really fantastic job with the character development. So when I do review it for Amazon and elsewhere, I'm going to give it 5 stars. So a lot of fun. I think you should check it out. And yeah, I'm waiting for more from JB. Shagduk. Can't link it on YouTube because it still won't allow me to put any links. Anytime I try to get anything close to a URL, it disappears it pretty quickly. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. If you like my content, please hit like and subscribe down there. And please read an indie, review an indie. We appreciate it. We appreciate your time. Thank you so much.